Are you looking for the most famous motorcycle roads in Germany? When the high alpine passes are still buried in spring snow or already closing again in October, there is one place I always return to: the Black Forest. Here the roads wind like ribbons through pine-covered hills, past villages with timbered houses, cuckoo clocks in the windows, and cafés serving Black Forest cake. It may not be as high as the Alps, but the Black Forest in Germany has its own magic. Welcoming, cozy, and some of the most famous motorcycle roads in all of Germany. So today I'm going to one of our favorite routes, that's Schwarzwald, and there are so many roads that you cannot cover this whole area in one video. I'm gonna try to show you the best places, and I only have 2 days, so let's go and see as much as possible. Hello everyone, welcome to this Schwarzwald video, Black Forest it is in English. And before actually starting in the Black Forest, I first have to get there, and I will drive on the Autobahn, on the highway in Germany, to the most northern tip of the Black Forest region, so we can ride the whole length of it from north to south. But it's quite a transport ride because it's a long forest, the Black Forest. The Black Forest, or Schwarzwald in German, stretches across the southwest corner of Germany, along the border with France and Switzerland. It's a landscape of dense pine forests, rolling hills, and deep valleys that have inspired legends for centuries. The Brothers Grimm even set many of their famous fairy tales, like Hansel and Gretel, here. So yes, I always feel like there is some magical mystery to be found in the Black Forest. And if you don't believe in fairy tales, the twisty roads should be what I call the best happy ending in the world. So here I finally exit Autobahn. It has been a drive of several hours from Switzerland, and I'm looking very forward to the twisty roads of the Black Forest. And I have so many things to show you, so I'm very excited.
We could run away, we don't gotta stay. I can feel it, it burns inside. Take away the pain, we can go insane. Trust me, I won't let you down. I won't let you down. Oh, I won't let you down.
Oh, this is so nice. Finally back on my beloved Black Forest roads, and now I will take you to a place I actually have never visited before, because normally I just ride and don't stop so often, basically really just enjoying the curves. And yeah, I really rarely stop for sightseeing, but this is supposedly very beautiful and very famous, so let's check it out together. So party people, here we go down to the waterfall. Here is a little path. So this is our first stop here at this Schwarzwald Hochstraße, which is actually in English I would say Black Forest High Road. I don't know if you can translate it like this, I will look it up. And these waterfalls that we're looking at now, they are basically at the start of the Schwarzwald Hochstraße of the Black Forest Road. And I think they're probably worth to look at. I've never been here before, so I'm super curious too. Just outside the spa town of Baden-Baden, which is not part of this video, but I can highly recommend for a visit or night, you will find the Geroldsauer Waterfall. The waterfall drops about 9 meters, framed by ferns and rhododendrons that explode into color in late spring, making it one of the most photographed spots in the northern Black Forest. But the waterfall has been famous for centuries. The famous composer Johannes Brahms used to walk here during his summers in Baden-Baden, drawing inspiration from the calm of the forest and the sound of the rushing water. Now we're gonna go on the B500, it's called Bundesstraße 500, which is the so-called Black Forest Road. And this Black Forest Road is one of the most famous destinations here in this whole area. Not only for motorcyclists love it because of the curves, but also for all travelers of the Black Forest. So join me, we're gonna do this now. One of the most famous roads in the Black Forest is the Black Forest High Road. It runs for about 60 kilometers, following the B500 from Baden-Baden in the north all the way to Freudenstadt. With its fast curves and changing conditions, it's also one of the most dangerous roads in Germany for motorcyclists. Every year, too many riders misjudge the corners, so the high road has become well known enough that sections are heavily policed, and in recent years, more speed limits have been put in place. It's still worth the ride though. Along the way, it offers sweeping views across the Rhine Valley and, on clear days, even to the Vosges Mountains in France. Literally, the most amazing thing about the Black Forest is the amount of small roads it has. Every time I ride here, I'm on roads that I feel like I have never ridden before, because there is just too many to keep track. Anyways, now we're going to another place I wanted to show you, and that is great for having lunch or also just for a stop for a snack.
Wanted to hold you, wanted to make you mine. One little piece of my heart is the sweetest love, the sweetest love.
I think these detours are so worth it. I mean, just to ride these beautiful remote countryside roads. Well, yeah, I'm here for it, and also here we are at our destination. Tucked near the village Ottenhöfe, Lebenshof Mut im Bauch, which translate as farm with courage in your stomach, isn't your average roadside cafe. It's a sanctuary for animals who have faced tough beginnings, now lounging in loving comfort. The food is all vegetarian and seriously good, especially their Flammkuchen, a pizza-like delicacy of the area, baked in a wood-fired oven, or vegan schnapps if you're feeling spirited and don't ride bikes. I decided for a Black Forest cake that was quite different than normally, and I preferred this version big time. Every bite, by the way, will help support the animals calling this place home, so there's not many lunch spots in the Black Forest where your money is better spent. And now let's see. Excellent. Back on the road again, and we will head to the Black Forest High Road again to ride it to kind of the bitter end, I think. The ride was not that bitter though, because this was one of the most beautiful parts of the B500 High Road. Twisting, beautiful curves on end. And because it was already quite late in the afternoon, it was also much more empty than usual. We are leaving the B500 now, the Black Forest High Road, and it would actually continue another 10 kilometers to the town Freudenstadt, but they are not that nice no more. So instead I just decided that I will take you guys on some smaller roads and head to another town that's much more worth to see, and that town is called Wolfach.
You're still my favorite queen of the night, a friend I strive to forget.
And you know what the nice thing is about these small roads? You're pretty much alone for a very long time. Sometimes you meet some other bikers, but it's really lovely. And even if it's like a motorcyclist paradise, you always find empty roads if you go on very small roads. Wolfach may look like a fairy tale town, but it has a tough side too. It's a real Flößerstadt, in English, rafting town. For centuries, huge rafts of timber were floated down the Kinzig and Wolf rivers from here, bringing wealth and shaping the local culture. Today you can still feel that heritage in the cobblestone roads, festivals, half-timbered houses, riverside charm and living traditions. Today I'm heading to a very special hotel and also a hotel I have never been because a very sad thing happened. My favorite place in all of the Black Forest just closed. So I had to find something new, and because I'm actually meeting with my partner and little A tonight, we chose something not too far from Switzerland and also what looked like it would be fun for all of us and has also some facility for kids, but also still is just nice to be. Hidden in the southern Black Forest as the gateway to Switzerland, Gasthof Tannenmühle welcomes its visitors with real Black Forest charm. The cozy inn offers hearty Black Forest food, kids love the petting zoo and the little watermill park, while grown-ups can enjoy the local trout, fresh from the ponds, or a slice of the famous Black Forest cake. I, by the way, have eaten different cakes called Black Forest all around the world. And the last one was my trip to Bhutan. That will still come up here on the channel. How is that? What did you choose?
It's Black Forest.
Black Forest! Oh, nice. And everyone who sells Black Forest cakes all around the world, I have to disappoint you guys. The real Black Forest cake doesn't look like that. It looks like this and has pretty strong cherry alcohol in it. So this is the real deal. It's made with alcohol and like cherries. Ooh. Quite strong. Just a short walk from the Gasthof, you'll find the old Tannenmühle mill turning steadily in the stream. It's not just for show. This watermill has been grinding grain for generations, a reminder of how life in the Black Forest was once powered by nothing more than water and wood. Fun fact, at one time there were hundreds of small mills scattered through the Black Forest valleys, each serving its village. Today only a few remain, and Tannenmühle keeps that history alive. So this is a new day of riding the Black Forest, and the area here, more in the south and central Black Forest, is also very famous for its lakes. So we will look at them now. And actually, I maybe can't say this too loud, but for me also this more southern region is much more nice to ride. This lake here that we're driving by now is called Schluchsee, and I have to admit I never really stopped here to stay, but there is a very famous and very good sausage stand on one of the ends of the lake, so that's basically all I know. Schluchsee is the largest lake in the Black Forest, stretching about 7.5 kilometers long and up to 1.5 kilometers wide, at almost 1,000 meters above sea level. Once a natural glacier lake, It was expanded by a dam and now serves as an important reservoir. Schluchsee is considered one of the cleanest lakes in all of Germany, making it the perfect place for a refreshing dip after a long ride. We're going from one lake to the next, and they are very close, and the name of the next lake is Titisee, and I think it's the most famous lake in Schwarzwald. And I have always wondered if that's because of its name, but I guess I will never know.
She can be anyone there. She can be anyone with these sure no one cares.
Titisee is one of the Black Forest's most famous lakes, formed during the last ice age, when glaciers carved out its deep bassinet. 2 kilometers long and nearly a kilometer wide, local legend says the name Titisee comes from a Roman general named Titus who once camped by the lake. Right on its shores sits the town with the same name, Titisee. Tourism here really took off in the late 19th century, when the railway line from Freiburg made the lake easily accessible. Soon holidaymakers from all over Germany and later the world were coming to enjoy the fresh mountain air and the scenic surroundings. Today the lakeside promenade is lined with cafés and shops, while Black Forest cake and also the famous Black Forest cherry liquor remain the classic treat to enjoy with a view across the water. Well, the Black Forest is famous for its twisty roads, but also for its Black Forest cake and also the schnapps, but also for another very special handcraft that is kind of niche and very funny. And so the Black Forest is famous for its cuckoo clocks, and we will now head to the cuckoo capital, I guess, in the world. The Black Forest is famous around the world for its cuckoo clocks, and of course you can also find the biggest one ever built. In the town of Schonach stands a giant cuckoo clock built into a traditional Black Forest house. Built in the 1980s by local clockmakers, the clockwork inside is the size of a garage, and every half hour the cuckoo itself pops out, almost as tall as a person. So right next to this giant cuckoo watch that we just saw is the town called Triberg, which is supposedly very scenic and has quite some sights to see, and is the place if you want to learn something about making of cuckoo watches. And to be honest, I have never stopped here before because it's quite touristic, and meanwhile I love the riding. But I think a Black Forest guide is not complete without this part of the Black Forest history, so we're gonna see it now together. Triberg is one of the Black Forest's most famous towns. It's considered the birthplace of the Black Forest cuckoo clock. The first clocks were crafted here back in the mid-1700s, and the tradition has been perfected ever since. What makes a visit to Triberg special is that you don't just buy a clock here, you can actually watch the craftsmen at work. Step inside a workshop and see the careful carving, painting and assembly that go into every cuckoo. It's a tradition handed down for generations, and in Triberg it's still alive. Just a few steps from the town center, you'll find the Triberg Waterfalls, Germany's highest accessible waterfall. The Gutach River plunges over 7 cascades, dropping a total of 163 meters through the forest. The waterfalls have been a tourist attraction since the 19th century. And they are so famous that they were among the very first German sites to be lit with electric light back in the 1880s. So when motorcycling in the more southern part of the Black Forest, in my opinion there is only one law, and that is no matter where you drive, all roads lead to the town Todtmoos. And it's really funny because there is so many nice and curvy roads that at one point I always get lost on and actually don't know at all anymore if I have ever ridden this road before. But then all of a sudden Todtmoos appears and I end up here. It's like every time I drive here. So that's where I was heading now. This time on purpose. This time trying not to get lost on the curvy Black Forest roads. So I'm here in Todtmoos now, and this is what I feel is a place you always come to, because look at the map, there are so many curvy roads that lead to this place. I don't even know if I've taken these roads before, but yeah, I have the feeling I always land in Todtmoos at one point, and I actually had lunch here twice or three times, and it was always not so super good. But today there's a little festivity here, so look here. And I also think it's quite a good place or area to have as a base for your Schwarzwald motorcycle adventure. Todtmoos is my Rome of the Black Forest, but even if your roads don't lead here naturally like mine, it's worth a visit because Todtmoos has always been a town famous for pilgrims. Its story goes back to the 13th century, when legend says a hermit named Dietrich von Rickenbach lived here and placed a wooden statue of the Virgin Mary in a spruce tree. From that legend grew the pilgrimage site of Todtmoos, and the Baroque Pilgrims' Church still stands at the heart of town today. So guys, my famous last words are, there are so many lovely curvy roads in the Black Forest and you can't really make a guide for them because it's just too many. But just look at the map, take the next curvy small roads and you're gonna have fun here, I promise. It's really motorcycle curve paradise and I come here, I think at least once a year, mostly in spring or autumn because then it's not so crowded. And also then the high alpine passes are still closed due to snow, so it's a very good time to motorcycle here. And now I will enjoy some more of these lovely curves, so see you guys soon. Guys, I know that the Black Forest is not one of these famous high alpine passes that everyone puts stickers of on their bikes, but it is a lovely ride and you can just focus on having fun on perfect curvy tarmac roads. If you are here for the ride, give the video a thumbs up and comment, and let me know where your curvy paradise is. I see you again next month with a lovely Christmas episode in a winter paradise. Got to go!